J Mack from Syracuse, New York, man. Came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch that brought you out here?
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Way from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put your up on game.
All right, Coach. First of all, how you feeling? How you
Feeling good. I'm kind of rested. It's been a tumultuous week. Positive. Travis capturing the Heisman. Our fan base is electric. The recruiting progression is alarming that it's even better than expected. And we're consistently adding young men that's going to tremendously help this school. And they're good students as well.
So let me congratulate you as a coach on the Heisman, because here's the deal. They've given 90 of them. 2 of them went to the same player, Archer Griffin, so it's 89 of them.
Okay.
That's 89 coaches in the history of college football, so you one of them.
That's awesome. I mean, we didn't sign up for it. We weren't thinking about that. But that's something Travis really wanted. And I have not seen him want too many things other than a bass boat and some new rods and reels and to beat me at fishing. That's something he really wanted. So it's a blessing that he focused, locked in, and he got it done. And his play was not only consistent, but it was just like highlight worthy every week. Like, wow, did you see what he did? And I'm thankful to be a part of it.
One of the things I loved, having known Travis since Jackson State, coming here, that Heisman week and particularly Heisman ceremony, the world truly got to get to know him. Because he's kind of quiet, media-wise. Like he gonna go home, fish, play video games.
He don't want to be in the media as well, but he know he had to. And we talked about that along the journey. Like some things you won't have to do to be who you desire to be media-wise, and allow people to really get to know you. And you're in control of your content now. It's not like we had it back in the day where they got to shape who people thought we were, and it was oftentimes a lie. But now he gets to shape his own image and likeness.
I thought that was outstanding for him. How can that not help recruiting? When a school has a Heisman Trophy winner.
And 2 prominent guys. I think not only that, you got to understand we have 2 young men that are the highest NIL earners in the country. And one thing you need to know about both of our kids, they hadn't received the dime from the collectors. So what they getting is because they bought.
It's real deal.
It's real deal.
And there's not a lot of real deal out there in that space.
No, not in that space. There's a lot of lies going on, a lot of promises going on that are unfulfilled. But I'm just happy the character of our guys, not only those 2, but the rest of our teams. Our kids, we want them to be compensated. We want them to be happy. We want them to be comfortable. But they don't come here for no bag.
No.
They come here for the ball. They come here to play this game and to learn and to become better young men. They're not coming here because, they get a check. We don't get down like that. That's not, if that's your thought process, this ain't gonna work. Like, don't come here.
You and I have chatted about this off, not recording, but one of the things we know now that we didn't know this time last year is that 9 wins ain't enough. That 9 wins does not get you to the Big 12 championship, does not get you to CFP.
That's right.
What are your thoughts, organizationally, players, personnel, just all of that? How do we go from 4 to 9 to 11?
We had it. I mean, improving your roster, not only just the roster of the players, but your coaching, a roster, administrative roster, like around everything that supports the program. You got to improve. You can't go here 1 year and just think, okay, you got to leave all the rest of it the same because you got to, no, because now the expectation is greater. So when the expectation is greater, the deliverables have to be greater as well.
Yeah.
So we got to get like-minded people that already think on that level and allow these young men to try to meet them. We can't have the men at that level, the coaches at that level. Now there's no room, there's no growth.
Yeah.
There's no growth.
So that means winners.
Yeah.
Proven winners.
Proven winners, not only on the field but off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, and guys that are truly navigational systems that can guide our young men to their destinations that they desire.
Does it offer you any smile to your face or wink to have been proven right on how the portal truly works?
No,
Because you know,
not really.
now you got here, everybody attacked you.
Yeah, I mean,
And now everybody doing it.
Well, everybody know I keep receipts. Everybody know that. But I'm not in it for that. I'm just in it to do right, man. When wrong is an option, and when I started a youth program in Dallas, in the inner city, we had a trial that attracted 1,200 kids at the Cotton Bowl. First time ever. I went on the radio. I did big, you know. Coach George was with me. Calhoun was with all. Coach Mathis, Hart, all these guys that you're seeing here has been with me that long. We started with nothing and turned it into something. So that was the first portal for us.
Yeah.
So that happened every year, and we got to the point where we had 3 teams of every age, 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we had 1, 13, and 14. We also had baseball, 22 teams. We also had basketball, I think 24 teams. We also had cheer. We also had track and field. We had, we really went to the portal because we didn't have an organization, and we had to go and grab what was there and evaluate and put them out there and improve them and put them out there and educated them as well. Because I would rent schools in the summer and had our kids come to the program. I would buy school buses to go get our kids from all over the metroplex.
It's amazing how they don't talk about that, though.
I don't want to talk about right. Why we talk about right when wrong is right there available, you know? So that was the first portal. Then when we start doing school, you take something that's nothing and turn it into something, but where does the kids come from? The kids had to come from other charter schools. They had to come from other public schools, so that was the portal. Okay, now you go, you advance after several years of hard work and dedication. Now you go to Jackson State. We inherited, what, a 4 and 18 or 4, something like that, right? You go to the portal and you do the same thing, year after year, and then you come here and you inherit what, 1 and 11 team, and where you go.
Yeah, went to 4 and 8, went to the portal.
So we've been doing this for quite some time. I've never just taken time to break this down that we've been doing this since the beginning. We've taken nothing and turned it into something and presented it to you, but we knew the formula years ago, starting out with the youth.
And that was one of the things that was attractive to you about this job, is that you wanted to build something versus inherit something.
God ain't said to me nowhere to inherit. I don't inherit legacies, I build them.
Yeah.
God is not going to send me nowhere to inherit something great. You know, when you coming out of college and you're a great player, guess where you're going? Somewhere what?
This sucks.
I wouldn't quite use that terminology, but somewhere that's
Someone that has
does
been
not have
challenged.
a winning atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
they have
That's how it
challenges.
works.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. That's what it's always been to be. That's what things has always been.
Not that you have gotten it 100% right, but your process from selecting in the portal has been way more right than it's been wrong.
Right.
So you're not just grabbing talent, you're grabbing people that fit.
It got to fit. Because a guy could be a phenomenal player, but he don't fit in his locker room. He don't fit in his environment. He don't fit in the way we do things. He don't want to hustle. He don't want to work. He just want to be given things. He don't want to be a team guy. He want to be a me guy. that don't fit and that don't work with me. Why? Because I'm old school, man.
Yeah.
I'm old school. Our staff is old school.
Absolutely.
Everything around here breeds old school principles. So you're not gonna have success attracting something that ain't you, and not spending the time to evaluate something that's so far dismissed from who you are. It ain't gonna work. And it's unfortunate for some kids that have chosen this environment, this situation, just for money, or just because you feel like you could do this, you feel like you could do that. Like, we even have, not here, but we even have some kids that may choose a college. We've had them, the kids that we recruit, choose a college, want to be a receiver, and the quarterback ain't that. So how your numbers gonna be that, and you just chose a school just to get a bag, but the quarterback ain't that?
Yeah.
So have you considered elevation? Have you considered the next level? You can't get there when you don't have the environment that's conducive to success.
Sure.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of kids don't think like that. Even when we're meeting with kids in the recruiting room, I tell them, look, man, if this is not the place you choose, please choose somewhere that's going to elevate you and help you reach your destination. Like from a football standpoint, from a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint, and an intellectual standpoint, make sure you check all the boxes.
Yeah.
Because you got to know who you are too, and some things don't fit.
No, you have a lot to do in a day. Right? You're a busy man.
Thank God.
Yeah, you're a head
Thank
coach
God.
of a powerful
You
program.
know, I found out that I hate to interrupt you,
Go
but
right ahead.
that people are not attracted to people that aren't busy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I haven't seen too many people that's attracted to someone that's idle.
Yeah. Yeah, like even when somebody's recruiting somebody for a board of directors, you get busy people.
Got to.
They might miss a beating, but they're
Right.
busy because they're successful.
Exactly.
In that, what I have seen you do from this recruiting standpoint, portal standpoint, when it doesn't work, you still find the time to help guys get somewhere else.
Got to.
Why?
Because
That ain't got to do with you
I'm
no more.
about the kids. Like, I want the kids to be successful. I'd be darned if you're successful with us or we're successful with you. I want you to be successful, period.
Yeah.
So even if you was a knucklehead here, now I'm going to tell the coach the truth
Right,
that's
absolutely.
recruiting you, because I don't want him thinking I sold him a damaged good. So I'm going to tell him your shortcomings, but I'm going to make sure it's a fit that he's strong where you weak, so that he can help you get to the next level. It ain't just about us. We ain't the only college that know how to do football right. There's a lot of colleges out there doing it right. And we're not the only one. But I love what we're doing and how we're doing it. I don't think anybody in the country does it like we do.
Absolutely not. Because
Give me their budget. How about that? Let's slow motion for me.
Yeah.
Give me their budget.
Yeah.
Give me their budget. Of collective. And see. But I don't want it like that. I don't want to go buy it.
Yeah.
I want to work it and earn it.
Right there on the screen, I'm gonna drop the collective budget, and
There
you
you
see
go.
that we ain't in it.
True.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks in it, and that's a whole nother discussion.
True.
College football is so territorial though in recruiting, and like you did this with when it came down to us missing the Big 12 championship. You couldn't root against somebody so we could get it.
I ain't built like that. I ain't built like that. I want to wish bad or harm or dissatisfaction on you so that we can elevate. I ain't God don't work like that. I got to bring you down so I can come up. No, we had a shot, and we didn't maximize our moment. We had our shot, man, and I know in my heart once we had it, that was it.
Yeah.
I knew that was it. We squandered that away, but guess what? We better learn from this. Coach, please give them a lesson. Coach, give them a lesson. God, give me some in my spirit so I could give them a lesson of what just transpired. So I knew we had it, and we lost it.
And your message for this upcoming bowl game is finish.
We got to finish. We got to finish because we've started something that's phenomenal. These kids have changed the face of football for Colorado. They've changed the thought process for our fan base. They've changed the thought process of everybody around, how they view us now. They know they got to come to play.
Yeah.
You can't, it ain't just no W. Like, you look at your schedule, you see us on there, ain't no W no more. No, we got to play. We got to play it. We better get out on them early because if we don't, and they get that momentum, it's a wrap because they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're physical, and they're tough, and they're fast, and they understand they will make a lot of mistakes. That's what we want said about us. But I absolutely love what we accomplished, although we came up short. We came up short.
And when you look after this bowl game, you know, you can't run out there and replace a Travis or a Shador for what they bring to the table. Even the qualities and talent like a Cameron McCraig, the list goes on and on. But when I look at what's coming, and a lot of it hasn't been announced yet, when I look at what's coming from this inside view, this team has gotten better as a team.
Tremendously. But what we did, we went into the war room and we put up on the board, let's write up all the guys' names that are really good football players for us. I'm not talking about what the public may think.
Yeah.
I'm talking about what we know,
Yeah.
how they play for us. Okay, let's start with the big two. Who is Shador Sanders and what is his attributes? Who is Travis Hunter and what are his attributes? Okay, now when we dissect Travis, we got to take a guy that's smart, a guy that has a work ethic that's insatiable, a guy that is very athletic, a guy that's $100 is a check.
Yeah.
We can't find that in one guy.
No.
So we got to have two kids to substantiate, if that's the word, right? Correct word, of who he is. Now, when we look at Shador, okay, what is his attributes? Okay, pretty much raised by his father, pretty much daddy's boy, pretty much coach's son, pretty much have a tremendous relationship there, team guy, workaholic, very studious, very smart, teammates love him, does not fold under pressure. It's the closest thing to that. Oh, Juju. Oh, you mean his father that you always see, that's in his life, that you never give love to? But we should, because we always critical of black men not being there for their kids, but we got one that's there. Let's get, okay, there we go. He's a winner. Let me see, Shador won 3 state titles, and I think he only probably lost 2 games as a youth in his life. Okay. Now we seeing how this stuff adds up. You try to find what you've already seen. Cam Selman, tough, probably 3-star, 2-star, coming out of high school. You know, tough, had to earn everything, physical, a dog, like the way he practiced, the way he worked, the way he views life. He has a motor. Okay, let's go find that. You know, the way Shiloh competes, physical, tough, smart. He's a captain back there in the deep third. He's just that kind of guy. He's gonna play. If he's hurt, he heals quick. He's gonna do what he got to do, get back there out there on that field. And the way he goes about life is special. Has a reverence for authority. You know, he gonna try you here and there.
Yeah.
But that's just who he is. That's just what he make, because he gets bored with the process. He want to hurry up and let's get to the game. I don't want the process. That's who he is. Let's find that. You know, and you keep going on and on and on with Will Shappers, the LaJonte, the Jimmy Horns, the little young man that we found in Texas.
Yeah.
Is that
got Jimmy LaJonte right
Jimmy? LaJonte, is that it?
Absolutely.
You know, the receivers we brought in, the young ones, Jimmy LaJonte. So you see where we're going with this pattern. So you go do the block bully.
Yeah, you got him.
You got it.
Yeah.
So you find somebody like-minded,
Yeah.
built the same, look the same. Just got all that, and that's how we go about it.
And know that they can handle the coaching that comes with being.
Yeah, but not only the coaches alike.
Yeah.
See, a lot of folks.
Good point.
You got to make sure when you're interviewing process, they can handle the light.
Yeah.
The lights is what blind our kids, because guess what? They have a good game.
Yeah.
Now they get intoxicated with the success. Now they tripping. Now they looking for interviews. They looking for media. They looking for this stuff instead of, you know what? I ain't built like that. I got to stay focused. I got to stay locked in. I got to make sure I get my film time in. I got to make sure I practice hard. I got to make sure I do these type of things. And I try my best to keep them away from that thing, especially when I know they ain't built like that. And it's tough. But you know what? What that does, that helps us add another box on the recruiting. Can they handle the lights?
Yeah. And let me say this, as an internal media source, you have called it to my attention before. I said, Neely, have you noticed how he plays after you have him on the show?
Can't do it. And I said, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't interview him. Don't do it because
Mhm.
he's not built like that.
Yeah.
But those are the intangibles. You got to know your kids. That means
Mhm.
you got to spend time around them and trying to understand who they are, what they are, how they are, and why they're that, and try to put them in the best situation for them to have success.
Yeah. This is, I've been with you now 5 seasons, 5 football seasons. This may be the first one where we're rolling into a new calendar year after this bowl game, where you seem pretty solidified with your coordinators.
True, because we've always changed.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I'm very happy. I'm very elated with the men that we have. You know, Pat and Rob are phenomenal. They're great communicators with their staffs. We got some support staff up under them that do a great job. We'll tweak it a little bit. Then we'll tweak those ones up under there with the GAs as well. They got to stay hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want nobody around here to get full.
Yeah.
You know, I want them to stay hungry. You know, man, we had a dog track. That rabbit gonna run right inside of that track, and you're not gonna be able to catch it. We got to stay right there.
Yeah.
And we got to look at that rabbit running, and we got to try to go get it. But those two are unbelievably talented, unbelievably wise, and the end game adjustments they're able to conduct is critical and crucial, and they do a great job of it.
Yeah. And it seems to me that going into that new year, strength and conditioning, spring ball, that having that traction of two guys coming back and doing it should only mean increase.
That's right. That's right. Because the men that we retain, they understand that.
Yeah.
And they don't have to learn a new system.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to learn new coaches.
Yeah.
It is what it is. We got it right.
Yeah. Because in the past, you've had everybody in the defense or the offense having to learn something. Now the players, the veterans, can help teach.
Because we upped it.
Yeah.
I mean, during every year, except Jackson on the defensive side, because DT was solid as a rock. We upped it. We took it to another level every year. We weren't satisfied with being victorious in this area. We took it to another level.
Now you know somebody gonna say, how do you go from 1-11 to 4-8 to 9-3 and ain't satisfied?
They don't know me. They don't know me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm an extremist, man. I'm a darn winner. So your level of winning ain't my level of winning. I'm not gonna be satisfied with your level of winning. And my level of winning is different. You know, I'm built different. My calling is different. My walk is different. My language is different. My hearing is different. It truly is.
Yeah. There's going to be some moments after this bowl game where this is the last game coaching your sons, coaching people like Cam, who's been with you a long time too. But you have some other events coming up, whether it's attending the Super Bowl, whether it's the combines or pro days or the draft itself, that y'all still be around each other.
Right.
But then there comes that window of time, May, June, they're off to mini camp and all that. And it's like, okay, it's official now.
True. I
It's
go
just me.
watch them though. I go watch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm praying that they could possibly be on the same team some type of way.
Yeah.
You know, with my two sons.
That could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah.
There's no way possible that Shador and Travis play together again.
No, not in his first
Except
contract.
maybe on the second contract.
Yeah.
But anything is possible. But I haven't given it a lot of thought yet because I like my peace and my joy, my happiness and love. And I don't want to think about that. That can potentially sadden me for a moment. I don't want to think about that. I'll wait till it actually happens. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some. There's gonna be some blenders on that day. You know, there's gonna be some of these on. You ain't gonna be able to see my eyes.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to see my eyes. I promise you that. So it's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. But
We
all
haven't-
this start in Texas is going to end in Texas.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about it. We haven't discussed it. Shador did just the other day. And you don't want to know this. He did tell me, when we gonna talk about this?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, when we gonna talk about this thoroughly and see what's up. And so we'll talk this week. And he wanted to talk today, but he didn't know I had media as well as the TV show I tape for CBS here in town. He didn't know I had those things today, but we're gonna talk about it this week.
You know, if the audience would listen to you when you're talking about how you run your organization and how players should ask questions about the ripple effect of who's coaching them, why would they not understand you're going to do the same thing as you school them on where they may play?
You know how that is, man. That's different.
Because as a dad and a coach, why would you want Shador to go to a team that didn't have a good quarterback coach? They
don't. People don't think logically.
Yeah.
People think what's best for them. They don't think what's best, period. They think what's best for them, and they want to suit themselves and their appetites, and they think that they should have an opinion on your thought process, and they don't. If God wanted that, He will allow all us to know what each other thinks, and then we'll end up killing each other because you get to know what He think about you for real, and that's not the way God works. People are something else, man. They special. That's why I know that's God, and that's why I'm thankful that He's still working with all of us simultaneously.
Yeah. I tell a lot of folks that the reason they guess what you're about to do wrong is they're guessing on how they would do when they were looking at it from, say, a money standpoint,
right,
instead of looking at it from a heart, soul, spiritual standpoint.
You're 100% correct. I mean, that is so accurate, it's scary.
Yeah.
And
I've been around you a little bit.
Yeah, but that's 100% accurate, and they don't realize that. Like I went to Texas all last week, and I had to go. When I'm in Texas, I really get to spend some quality time with the Lord. Not that I don't do it here, but I could really hear God at the crib, walking on the land at Country Prime. And I could just, when I'm fishing, and I don't have to catch a fish, but I could really hear God. And when I'm close to water, it does something to me. I'm able to hear clear and concisely. And God whispers to me, I ain't got no noise in my life, so He don't have to yell. He whispers to me. And it's phenomenal, because whenever I come from there, I'm refreshed. And I'm influx with a million ideas, wonderful, good ideas that can not only take me, but take us to another level.
You set that up, didn't know where I was going next, but I was talking to Coach Pollard. I said, man, have you noticed, Coach, as in the head coach, man, he came back from Texas, like, he feeling it. I can tell you're feeling good. I can tell that you got a bounce to you.
Yeah, feeling darn good.
Yeah.
And I was truly exhausted. You got to understand, I came back. I had a great relaxed time in Texas. Then I had to go to New York for Travis. And you know me, I go just before the event, and I leave right
out.
By the time Travis was taking pictures with Lil Wayne, I was already headed to the airport. Yeah, I was gone. I'm out. I'm out. This is about Travis. It ain't about me. This is about Trav. So I celebrated the moments with him. Then I departed because I know I had to get back here, which we landed probably about 1 or 1:30 a.m., something like that. And I had recruits at 7:30 the next morning. And I think
that's the same one.
Like 10, back to back, Like I think 10 different recruits. And then I had to tape my television show with Tubi that afternoon as well. So I had a full day. Yeah. And I had to get my energy back up so I could be productive.
Yeah. Because you shared this with me before about even doing your autographs, that you make sure the last one look like the first one, because you want people to get what they expect. I
want you to get the best of me.
Yeah.
I don't want you to get a tired, worn out version of me. So oftentimes, I'm gonna tell you all this, ain't nobody know it. Oftentimes you may see me at an event or in the game with shades on because I'm tired. And if you could see my eyes like you see right now, you could tell I'm tired.
Yeah.
Because I'm an early morning guy. Like oh, excuse me, I'm yawning because I'm tired. I get up maybe 4:20 a.m. and I make it here in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So probably 4:50, something like that, 4:45, 4:50, anywhere between that. And I start my day. And you know me, everybody around here know me. Don't mess with me in the morning. Wait till I open my door and I invite the multitude, because I'm spending time with the Lord. I'm getting my morning word ready to put out amongst the people, and I'm just thinking through the day. I'm, maybe read a couple of scriptures, maybe thinking a thought through to see how I could deliver it to the team, and then I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go down to breakfast. Then I'm ready to engage with everybody. But I got to set my thermostat first.
Yeah.
I got to set it first to make sure I'm straight, because I can't give unless I'm full.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could tell the days ain't, man, hey, look out.
Yeah.
Hey, if I ain't got it, if I ain't full, you look out.
Yeah.
Because I'm running on fumes, and it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
If something's not correct.
I've sat outside that door before, and a player, somebody about to knock me, like, I wouldn't talk to him.
Yeah,
right
not
now.
today.
Yeah.
And I haven't taken count, but it's probably at least 15 to 25 knocks a day.
Mm-hmm.
And very rarely is somebody getting it. Thank you, because every other time you come with a gift.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And I appreciate those persons who bless you to bless me. It's phenomenal. But usually I gotta extract something from me and give.
Yeah.
So I got to be full. So
Yeah.
this is right on my desk. I didn't placate. This has to be right here on the desk. You know, the things I wrote in my book has to be right there, so I could
Your
spit
quotes
it out.
on the wall,
My
so you can
quotes
see
on the
them.
wall. You know what? I gotta add some stuff, because there's been a lot this season that has been phenomenal that God has given me as well. I gotta add some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Coach, I'm gonna get out of here with this one.
Okay.
You have talked about last year that you were about to get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You have said this year your kickstand is down.
Yeah.
I look around the coaching world and I see no coaches get hired, and what they're getting compensated gets announced, and the market continues to reset.
Mm-hmm.
As you 9-3 head into this bowl game, how much more comfortable are you now being here?
Comfortable in the fact that I love Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I love Colorado.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Colorado. I mean, not just my position, but the fan base, city, state, the school, the way we operate, the autonomy that Rick has afforded me. Rick meaning Rick George, our AD, has afforded me. The people that we placed here, that I've had over 20-year relationship with, that I trust. Love it. I love it. I don't know how much time it would take to reestablish that somewhere else, or if I'm willing to do this at my aging stage. Although I feel young, like I feel, you know, I look fly, I look good on my mama, on my hood, like that's the way I feel. I don't feel the numbers that God brought me forth. I don't feel that. I feel so much younger and so much, you know, so much energy in where I am in life. So I don't know if I haven't even fathomed like being somewhere else. I haven't even thought that through. I went on the property to pray about that, and I have not heard from God regarding you gone or it's a wrap. Like I heard from God when I was in Jackson, and it was time to elevate. And now that I think that people see and understand what has transpired here, and they understand, yeah, that was a God move. Now I can see it. I can see it. That was a God move now, because we're blessed to be a blessing. And although they don't want to admit it, we left the blessing.
Yeah.
We built and established a blessing where, thank God, Jackson State, TC, Ashland, all that, it's blessed because they've continued the journey in an impeccable manner, and I'm proud of them. They've exceeded even our feats that we had. So I'm thankful for them, and those kids deserve it. The community deserves it. The people deserve it. And what also they deserve is to let go and appreciate this gentleman for what he's done with your university, meaning Ashley as well as TC. And don't throw stones and rocks because of your displeasure, disdain of someone's opinion of what they should do with their life.
Yeah.
I don't comment on what you should do with your life.
Yeah.
Why are you commenting on me hearing from God and what I should do with my life? Because the way I see it right now, it's working out pretty darn good for both parties.
Yeah.
So that has to be God, isn't it?
It has to be. Yeah.
Right?
And it's amazing how winning solves a lot of problems.
True that.
Yeah.
True that. True that. Winning brings solvency to a lot of things. It truly does, on and off the field.
Where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's why I
dog.
gave him to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.